So in this video, we are going to do something really special. We are going to make this page, alright, this page from the scratch inside FlexiFunnels. So as you can see, this is the home page of my website, alright, saurabhatnagar.com. So we are going to design this page, and I'm going to show you how to make this page, alright. Because the most important thing for you to make any page is to imagine and get a brief idea that what exact section or what exact row is required in order to make that particular block. So once you get that idea, you can make anything in the world. So just to make that thing easy for you, this video is gonna help you with that. And it's really necessary that you watch the entire video, this particular full video, because there will be some minor little things that you should not be missing out on. Most importantly, the things that I'm going to do with respect to responsiveness. So that is something which is important. Okay, so let's click on section and let's have a look at the first section. Okay, it's the first fold. So over here we have a text, right, and then we have an image, right? But this image, if you will see, this is a background image, right? So over here what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select or probably add a row in which I can put my text somewhere over here. So probably either this one, or maybe this one, or maybe something like this one, but I don't think this would be good enough. So maybe I will go ahead with this, right? This is where I'm going to add my text. Now the first thing that I need is I need a background image, right? So for the purpose of making my job easier and to save your time, right, I've already downloaded the images, right? So the background images particularly, so just to save the time, so I have already downloaded the images, right? So the background image used over here is this. Alright, let's upload the file. Okay, so we have the image over here, right? Now let's have a look at this. The next thing that we need is the text over here. So let's click on add element and let's select headline, right, and copy paste. So our text is over here. Now we want to increase the size probably. Okay, this is in 2 lines, right? Your online marketing. Let's give a enter over here, increase the size a bit, maybe make it bold, and then increase the text, change the text color. Now I need to select the section. All right, I need to select the section. So where was my section? This was my section, right? And the next thing that I can do is something like this. Okay, go to spacing and padding, right? I will select this one and increase the padding of this section, right? So now I have this in a full way in which all my image along with the text is visible. Let's click on publish and let's see how is it looking actually once we have done this. Alright, so this is publishing right now. Let me click on published URL. Okay, so this is how it is looking right now. Now the next thing that we need is this section, right? Now let's have a look at this. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 columns over here, right? So let's select add section once again. Let's click on add section, and over here let's add a row with 6 columns, right? Do you see? Let's add a row with 6 columns. So in these ones, right, the 5 columns over here, we need to add images, right? So let's add an image. Once again, let's add an image, right, another image and image, right? What is it that we need in the first column? We need this text, right? So let's select the headline element and let's select this as seen on, copy paste, right, and probably decrease the size a bit. Alright, so this is sorted, and maybe I wanna add some margin. For example, I wanna add this margin, right? So now let's add the images. So the first image, Forbes, Joe Stocks. So let's suppose I wanna add these images over here. So Josh, JVZoo, Times of India. Let me add all the images at once. Alright, and finally your story. Okay, so let's click on upload. Alright, so I'm not sure this image is not visible. Let me click on publish once. Okay, let's double click on it, and okay, yeah, probably this is a bug, right? I encountered this bug, so we will take care of this. So right now it is not allowing upload of more than 5 images at once, so that's why that particular error has come. Let's upload the Forbes image once again. Okay, so don't worry, we will be taking care of this bug. Alright, let's focus on the lesson right now, right? So let's say this one. I'm not sure which was the one. Yeah, and how about others? Let's add randomly, right? I mean, just for the sake of making this video, right? Let's add randomly. And do we have the final one, or let's add this only, right? Alright, so we are done adding the images. So the dimensions of all the images are different, so of course we need to bring them down and make the alignment in the right way. So this is something that we need to do. So let's bring this image down a bit. Alright, and we can even decrease the sizing so that it is similar to the other ones, right? Same thing with this one. Let's decrease the size a bit, and also let's increase the margin and let's bring it down, right? So something like this. Same thing, probably like this, and once again same stuff, right? Now this is something which is really important, and yeah, this is sorted, right? So yeah, this is done, and yeah, this is done, right? So let's click on publish. So we have the second section ready as well. Alright, let's add the text of over here. So let me copy this. Now since this is a 6 column row, so now in order to add this text, the next thing that we need to do is we need to add another row, right? Since it is already a section, let's add a row over here, right? Let's go to components. This time we will select one column, and over here we will select headline, and let's simply add the text. I mean, you can play around with the text size and stuff. For example, something like this, right? So this is something that is the easy part. Is an internet. Okay, let's add the plus over here. Alright, so now this section is completed from my side, the second section. Now I want you to understand and look at one thing very carefully. Alright, let me just show you. If you will have a look at this section, right, in the desktop, have a look at this. This is one image, this is second image, this is third image, fourth, fifth. These are 5 different images, right? But let me open this page in mobile. Now if you want to see any page in mobile, all that you need to do is just drag it like this, right? Nothing like that. Just drag it like this, and now this entire page is visible just like the way it would be visible in mobile. And have a look at this. Have a look at this. Do you see that this is one single image in mobile? Right? Have a look at this. All these images are a part of one single image, right? Let me open this image in new tab, right? And let me drag it back. And now once again, these are 5 different images. But let's have a look at the image that we opened in a new tab. This is one single image. So what we have done is, right, if we are adding 6 different columns, if when it comes to making it mobile responsive, let me show you. Let me click on published URL. Alright, let's refresh this. And if we want to make this entire thing mobile responsive, this is how it would look. Alright, this is how it would look. But it would look really ugly because if we have logos one after the another. But that's how things work when it comes to responsiveness. So the solution to that is, the thing that I have done in my website also is that we will add another section over here with this, and this time we will add one column, and in this one column we will add the image. Alright, and this image is going to be this one. Alright, so this is what we will make visible in mobile, and the other one is the one that we will make visible in desktop, right? I hope this is clear. So I mean, yes, that will take some designing, but you want to make a good page, right? So ultimately, yes, that designing is totally worth it, right? So let's go ahead, click on publish. So that's how it is gonna look. But now the thing is, okay, let me just show you in a couple of seconds. All right. All right. Now the thing is, let me click on refresh and have a look at this. That both these sections are now available and both these sections are now visible in the page. So how to ensure that this section is visible only in desktop and this section is visible only in mobile? So for that, what you need to do is you need to click on section, right? Click on settings and go to this layer option, okay? Go to this layer option over here. And one thing that you need to do is you need to select on this mobile tab over here. All right, this mobile tab over here. And since you have selected this section, right? So you click on this I button and now this is hidden in mobile. All right, this is automatically hidden in mobile. And when I click on desktop, right? And you need to select this particular section when it comes to desktop. And in the desktop, you need to hide this particular option. All right, whereas in mobile you will make it visible. All right, whereas in mobile you will make it visible. So I hope this makes sense. Now let's click on publish. Alright, so the changes are published. Let me refresh this right over here. And you will see the other section is not visible, right? And the mobile section is not visible over here. So let's have a look at this. 1 second. Let me go to the layer. 1 second. Let me click on the section settings. Let's let's select this, right? And let me make this visible now. Yeah, so now this is visible. 1 second, okay? Just a moment. Let's make it something like this, mobile device only, okay? And let's click on publish once again. And let's refresh this. Alright, and you will see that this is visible in mobile now, right? So this is sorted. Okay, I will check that eye thing, but you can simply control it with the visibility in desktop and mobile. But one thing that we noticed is that this is not really clear in mobile, right? This image has to be bigger. So what you need to do is select this section once again, go to the settings, alright, select the mobile. Now you are in this settings, select the image, by the way, right, and increase the size of this image. Alright, so increase the size of this image. So now let's say click on publish. So basically you can change the formatting of a section in mobile versus a desktop by selecting this tab right over here, right? This is mobile, this is desktop, this is tab. So you can change between these three, and you can customize the settings of all the options. Alright, so let's refresh this once again, and let's have a look at this. Do you see now it's visible in mobile? This is gonna look really clear, right? So that's how we need to move ahead. I hope this is clear, right? This is something which was really important. And what we need to do next is we need to see what is what is next in our page. So let's quickly go ahead and make the entire page. Okay, so now we have this particular section. Let's have a look at this. We have this background image, and then we have one column and two column, right? So we are going to select a new section, all right, and this time we are going to have this three columns over here, right? So first column we will leave empty, but we will fill the remaining two columns. Okay, so let's have a look at this. And at the same time I will select the outer column and add a background image over there. All right, let's have a look at this. So where is my background image? Yeah, this one. Alright, let's upload the image. So we have the image over here. Alright, so we have the image over here. Now in the second section we want to add this particular text. Alright, so let's click on add element, headline, and let's add the text. Alright, so this is done. Don't worry, we will take care of the formatting and stuff later on. Okay, probably I will make it white right away, right, so that it is the way it is supposed to be. And then right below it we need to add another text, something like this, right? So right below this we can add a new element, which is going to be a headline, something like this, right? And we can take care of this side over here, right? So let's decrease the font settings and stuff and make the color white. I mean, yeah, I can do a better job over here, but just to save some time. All right, in the next section I can add a button, right? And now we have a section like this. Now the next thing that we are supposed to do is we are going to add some padding first of all, or maybe add some margin first of all, right? So let's add a margin over here, right? Do you see it's now looking like this, right? Somewhat like this. I mean, we can keep on making it better and better, but of course, this is to make you understand the concept, right? Not to exactly test my designing skills. So something like this, right? Probably this. And what else? We can maybe add a button over here, right? So this button is over here. Let's add some let's add some not the padding but the margin over here. And if you want to change the background color of the button, of course you can do that, right? Let's go to first of all button settings, and over here you wanna add, let's say, get instant access. Let's first write that, get instant access, right? And what else? We wanna click on the background, select the color, and maybe add the green color over here, just like this. And maybe I wanna, take care of something like button text and increase the font size to something like this. So that is something that I can do. Let's click on this button, and there is a pop-up over here, so of course we cannot add the pop-up and stuff over here right now. By the way, you know what, let's bring this a bit more down, a bit further down. And what we can also do is, let's select the section, and in the down padding, in the bottom padding, we can increase the padding a bit, something like this, right? So now this is more like this particular section. Now of course this text is bigger, so maybe instead of this particular row, we could have gone with maybe this row. So this row would have done a better job, I think so, right? Let's try this thing. Let's try and drag it to here, right? And I wanna bring it down. So yeah, this is looking better. Now I can customize the settings and stuff, but again, we just wanted to see that what is looking better and what is doing a better job. So of course I can bring down this button over here, right? And take care of the play around with the padding and stuff, right? So I guess I have encountered a bug, right? That's okay. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, this is fine. I mean, I can take care of this later on, right? The designing part. But let's increase the size just to ensure that it looks like this, somewhat like this, right? So this is sorted. And probably what I want to do is, in order to ensure that this text is something like this, I want to select the text, and I will add a new row, probably something like this, and I will add the text over here. So now this will be much better in terms of formatting. Yeah, this is much better, right? So let's select the white color. So now this is much better. I mean, we can see there is no limit to try and keep on improving it, of course, right? So let's not spend a lot of unnecessary time over here, right? So but the main thing is that you should be getting the idea. That is the main part, right? Let me try and remove the padding from here, right? So yeah, let's click on publish now. And I want you to notice one more thing, okay? Let me just show you. Let's delete this tab, and let's go to the published URL. All right, let's hard refresh. Alright, so we have this section. Of course we can keep on making it better, but I want you to take notice of one more thing, and that is that in this section also, the mobile responsive section does not contain that image, which means when we were making it mobile responsive, that image was coming in between. So here's what we did. Alright, here's what we did. We have hidden that section in mobile also. The one that we just created, this section is gonna be a mess because of this image. So we have actually hidden this section in the actual website, and we have just added the color and just the headline and the text and the button. So that's how we have done it in mobile. Let's suppose you wanna see for example. So once again, one second. Okay, let me put some padding in there. No, let me put some margin in there, maybe. Not really getting the option of adding a section over here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna add the section over here. Alright, so let's add the section, and what I want to do is I want to select one column which is going to be headline. Let's have a look at this. So we will have the headline, then we will have the sub headline. Alright, so we are making this section for mobile, and then we are going to have the button, right? Let's click on the section and change the background color. Alright, maybe the color, maybe the image. I believe that we have the image for this section, so let's go ahead and add the image. Let's see if we have it. Yeah, I believe this one. Right, so let's add this image. Okay, so we have the image for this section, and let's add the text. Alright, let's close this tab, and this is add text. Okay, text settings, and let's make it white. How about this? Let's add this over here. Right, so this is something that is really important for you to understand, that how we make the page when it comes to a fully designed page in mobile and in desktop, right? So something like this. Maybe I can go ahead and increase the bold size or do some stuff like that, but the most important thing is to select the section and go to background and select that this is mobile device only, right? And let's select this option, this section, and this is going to be desktop devices only, right? Let's click on publish. And let's go to the published URL, refresh this, and let's have a look at this. So this is something which is visible in desktop, and this is something what we have for mobile, right? So in the same way we have it in the actual page. I mean, you can go ahead and change the formatting. For example, this is left aligned, the text in this case we have it center aligned. So of course you can take care of these settings by selecting this, going to edit, selecting the mobile version, very important, right? Yeah, so this is the section that we have selected. Go to text settings and make it left aligned, right? Yeah, this one. And once again this, let's make it left aligned, right? So this is how simply you can do it. Click on publish once again, and this is done. So that's how simply you can go ahead and make the entire page, right? Let me click on desktop once again. In the meantime it is publishing, right? I have the add section option over here. Let me click on section once again. In the meantime I want to drag it, and I want to add it over here so that my new section is right below this, right? So just in case you are not getting the option of selecting add section, you can do something like this. Now let's create this section, and before I create this section I want you to imagine what is happening over here, right? Just imagine for a second, and then we can go ahead and make the section. That is the easy part, but just imagine for a second. We have a headline, we have a paragraph, and then we have a button, right? And over here it's like 30% of the area is no text, and this remaining is with text. So let's inside the row let's add this particular column in which, and then let's add the background image, right? Over here let's select the background image, which is going to be this one, right? So we already have the images with us. Yeah, this one, right? And upload the image. Alright, and let's add the text, who is Saurabh Bhatnagar, element, headline, right over here, right? Who is Saurabh Bhatnagar. Let's add the paragraph text, right? So let's select this, and maybe either you can select the headline and decrease the font size, or you can directly select the paragraph one and just simply copy paste, right? And text settings, maybe make it left aligned, let's say increase the margin a bit, right? And what else? I mean, you can decrease the size just to make it a bit more familiar, right? And let's decrease it, right? As I said that, you know, there is no limit to the amount of customizations that can be done, right? Maybe we could have selected the 3 and 9 section over here. I mean, but the most important thing for you is to get the idea, right? And then let's go ahead, click on the button, you know, change the text. Let's say something like read more, right? And over here it is going to be redirecting to a URL. Let's copy the URL and put it in the button action settings. Go to website URL in a new window, right? So let's click on over here. So this section is ready. Now once again, if you will check out this section on mobile, this is, you know, like this, a simple section with you know, this without this image. But in desktop it is like this, right? You can play around and change the margin, right? We have a gap over here, so you definitely wanna, let's say, you know, you don't have the option, so you can write something like this, -10, and this would be, you know, this would go up, -20, maybe -30, right? So you can play around with this like this. And let's create the new section. Now once again, imagine this, how we will do this one, right? So basically we will have 3 columns, right? So let's create a new section. Once again, a section, right? In this first we will add 1 column with a headline, right? So this will be programs, all right? And then we will have a 3 column row, right? Something like okay, yeah, 3 column row, all right? And first thing that we are going to do is we are going to add an image, right? Now this is something that would have become really easy for you to understand and imagine this stuff, right? But let's click on publish first of all, and we might have to refresh the page because once again we have reached that limit of 5 images upload at one time. It's a bug, by the way, you know, we won't have any limitation like that, and by the time you might watch this video, you know, we might have resolved this bug completely. So but right now when I'm doing this, you know, I have this limitation, so I have to live through it right? So yeah, let's add the image. And the image that I'm gonna add over here is going to be probably this one, right? Let's have a look at this. Yeah, maybe this is the one or something else. Let's see if we have, yeah, I guess this is the one, right? I guess this is good to go. So this image, and then once again this image, and then once again this image. All right, so we have this image right over here, right? So this is sorted. And the next thing that we are going to add is a paragraph, something like this, right below this. Let's add a headline. Okay, let's add a headline, and let's give it a name, because first we need to give it a name, right? So let's click on funnel mastery. All right, and over here we need to give it the text setting, which is going to make it white in color, but let's make it black. And now we want to put it right over here, right above this. So how can we do this, right? Now in fact, you know, this is a test of my skill as well, because, you know, I let's say -50, -150, yeah, -150 looks good. All right, so something like this. And we wanna change the color to white, and we wanna make it bold, right? So easy, right? And what about this? Let's make it timeline domination. Once again, add an element, timeline domination, make it white, go to spacing, and oops, you make it -150, right? And probably make it bold. And similarly, email marketing and lead generation. Alright, now this is something which is going to be interesting. Alright, I will tell you why, because let's add this first. And let's make the color white, and the spacing is going to be minus 150. Okay, this did not go to, it actually went. Alright, I thought that it is gonna go to 3 lines, but maybe let's decrease the size. Let's go for the easy solution, right? So this is sorted. Now the next thing that we wanna do is add a paragraph over here, right? Something like this. So we can add an element right over here, maybe a paragraph, right? No, we made a mistake, so sorry about that. Let's click on undo, and let's add an element over here, right? A paragraph over here, because this was our second element, right? Let's paste it. And now what we want to do is select this and go to spacing and add a margin to it, right? So this is how it's gonna look, right? Probably make it left aligned, because that's how it is in our page, right? And I'm not gonna copy the same text. No, I was making the same mistake. I need to select the add element over here, paragraph. Let's copy and paste, and in the spacing I'm gonna go to, one second, yeah. So I'm gonna select over here and go to text settings and make it left align. And once again the same stuff over here, paragraph, copy and paste, and left aligned, and go to spacing and give it the spacing that it requires, right? Now this is done. The next thing that we need is the bullet points, right? So something like this. So let's add another element. In this case we are going to add a list group, right? Let's add a few pointers, 10 advanced funnel concepts. All right, product pricing strategies, and let's say this. All right, so we have the 3 sections over here, and I can go ahead and I mean I can change and stuff. I can add more, but I guess this is good to go. Let's click on the settings, go to the settings, and right, we have multiple options over here. For example, you can make it icon list, right? And you can go ahead and select the icons. For example, you wanna have this particular icon, maybe something like this. Totally up to you, right? You can change it, or you wanna do whatever, you can do that. So list settings, as you can see, icon size, you wanna have it custom or same as text size. What about the distance? You can of course change it, right? Make it over here, and play around with the other things, right? Of course you can, this is like easy stuff. And right below this you wanna add a button, right? So once again you click over here, add a button, and this is done, right? So this section is done, right? I don't think that I need to do the same settings over here, right? Let's save some time. Let's click on add section, select a section, and now what we want to do is, now this is easy, right? We want to add a background image, headline, text, and button. Once again, image, headline, subheadline, text, paragraph text. This is 4 column, 1 image, 2 image, 3 image, 4 image, and then followed by the text, and then followed by the button, right? So this is like, I believe that this has become really simple for you now, but just for the sake of doing it, I can do it for you, right? Let me select the headline, and let's select this, Saurabh Bhatnagar University. By the way, let me have a look how much battery is left. 3%. So let me add the battery over here. Alright, so I can select this, right? I want to pick this color. You know what? Google Chrome has this extension which is a color picker, from where you can pick the color from a page. Alright, so I wanna let's close this and let's select this once again. No. Okay, so yeah, this, right? So this is the color that we were looking for, and I wanna give this particular headline this particular color. So text settings, into the color, over the color code section, I can select this color, right? And let's increase the size of this particular headline. Maybe you wanna add the sub headline over there, right? So once again, now you know it's easy, right? Add the sub headline element, add the text, right? It's easy. And maybe a paragraph over there, right? Something like this. Right, so again, easy. All right, and now what the next thing that you want to do is you want to add a 4-column row, right? So this is going to be 4-column row. Over there you're going to add the image first, right? Image, 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 and an image, right? So we have 4 images, and then you're going to add the headline right below it, right? So, or maybe a sub headline, right? So a sub headline right below it. Let's copy the sub headline text, lifetime access, right? So let's copy and paste again, once again, to save some time, right? And when it comes to adding the images, just double click on it, browse. We have the images over here. In my case, let's select this particular image, upload, and we have the image, right? Now the next thing that you want to do is you want to play around with the settings, with the sizing, right? You want to make it something like this, and then you repeat the same thing for the other 4, and then you add another column, sorry, another row over here with the 1-column setting. And in this case you are going to add a button, because we have a button over here, learn more about university. And maybe you want to add a background image to this particular section, right? Or maybe you want to, you know, instead of adding a background image, let's do something different. Let's do a background color. Probably let's select this color. This is quite dark. Let's select this and, you know, make it a bit lighter, right? Something like this. This is purely white, so yeah, something like this. So yeah, now we have a gray color section over here, right? And you can, you know, play around with these settings, of course, right? Let's alright, so this is like the easy part, right? Okay, let's make it a bit bigger. That became way too easy, right? Yeah, so this is done, right? And let's click on publish, right? And similarly you can go ahead and play around with the settings for mobile and stuff, right? Have a look at this. How is it looking in mobile? So you see we have a image over here, so you know you can make up image over here. This is like one image, headline, and this is again quite easy for you to understand what is happening over here. And once again, you know, this is a new section. I'm not gonna design this whole section once again, but just wanna, you know, go over here and in the background just wanna give it a background color. And similarly you can design this entire section, right, with 4 columns, and this would be done, right? So I guess this was quite easy in order to make the entire page, right? We made this entire page, by the way, right? Let's click on publish, right? Let's click on publish, and you will see that this entire page is done. Let's click on published URL. Let's go to the refresh this, right? And you will see that we have this entire page that we have created, right, along with the footer section. You can see over here, this is black, right? Of course, we did not add the content, but we have made the entire website just like that. So that's how easily and simply you can use FlexiFunnels, right? The editor of FlexiFunnels. I guess this was quite easy, right? So yeah, this is it for this particular video. I'm gonna see you in the next one.